being at the World Team training camp and being on the World Team means a lot to me. My father was a 4 or 5-time World Team member, a World Silver medalist, and coached a couple Olympic teams. So I've known what the accomplishment World Team member and World medalist meant my whole life. I didn't know how hard it would be to get. I've always had high aspirations for myself, and people would put me on a pedestal because my dad was such a great wrestler. But I really understand what being on a World Team means. It means everything. You're the best in the country. There's a lot of sports that take top 3 to the Olympics, and wrestling takes 1 per weight class, so you have to be the absolute best. And I got that done this year, and so it's time to make it worth it. There's a lot of things I like about being at the Springs. It's a good time to get with the actual World Team. We have a lot of guys that are on the World Team from Ohio, so that's always great to be able to train with some of the best guys in the country at all times. But to get the feel of the guys on the national team, which is top 3 in the country, and to see the other guys, Jordan Burroughs and Brent Metcalf, who are on the team, and we kind of get a little bit of time to bond. So it's a great situation. There's a lot of great things about being at Colorado Springs, the Olympic Training Center. But some of the things that I don't like are I have to be away from my family, but that's a certain situation, a certain sacrifice that I have to take to be the best in the world. I do camps all the time for high schools, and sometimes coaching helps me. And then coming out here, and I have to be away from my family quite a bit for training camps and overseas competitions. But it's what you have to do to be the best. You have to get different drill partners. Even if I have the best guys in the country at around my weight in Ohio, I still have to come out here and get a different feel, get a foreign feel. So it's something I have to do is come out here. Get up, brush my teeth, put my clothes on, I say good morning to my kids, kiss them, and then I basically go to work. Just because my work's a little different. It's working out twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. It doesn't really change how I live my life. I live a very normal life. I have a social life. I like to play poker. Pretty much live the normal life with the family and 2 kids, and then train twice a day and really get after it. When I lay down and go to sleep, I think about what is really important in life, which to me is family and friends, and then wrestling. Family is obviously first to me, and wrestling and friends come kind of close together. And if you make things like that at a high priority, you tend to let the other things fade away. And I might like to do, like I said, play poker and have all these other hobbies and have a social life. But if wrestling and family are really your #1 priorities, you'll be surprised how hard you can work at them, and how good you can get at being a father and a husband, and how good you can be at wrestling. I've made 2 world teams now, and I'm trying to be a world champion. And if wrestling's not #1, it's going to be really hard to get that done.
60, Reece Humphrey. We train together in Columbus. He's a character. He's one of the most athletic people I know, and also one of the most lighthearted, fun guys to be around.
Reece Humphrey, we were teammates together in 2011. He's awesome. He looking to do a backflip after each and every victory at the World Championship. So I'm excited for him. He's a great guy and a great family man.
I mean, I have to compete like every single tournament is my last. You never know. Getting older, I'm 27 now, you start to have injuries and your body starts to fall apart. Wrestling is one of the only sports that you go live and in combat every single day. So your body does fall apart pretty quick. So you got to treat every tournament like it's your last. And the World Championship is coming up. You know how important that is. And you never know if you're going to have another shot at it. Wrestling has changed my life. Well, wrestling is my life. Everything I've gained, everything I've learned has been taught through wrestling one way or another. Learning how to lose and bounce back, and learning how to work hard for something that you really want. Wrestling will teach you real quick. You start to slack, you start to get slapped around, you start to get beat up. And I feel like the business world is the exact same way. You start to slack in whatever you're doing, whether your job is working on Wall Street or finance, whatever it is. You start to slack, you're going to start to fail. And wrestling has taught me how to live my life, and training at such a high level for such a long time makes me feel like I'm going to be very successful. Sacrifice means to me waking up, eating the right things, working out as hard as you can every single time. Not knowing that I have a practice the second time or 2 practices a day. Not taking it easy for the first one, that's sacrifice. Knowing I'm going to struggle when Roselli puts me through the second one. That's how you really get better. That's how you learn to push yourself. Push yourself when no one's looking. That's sacrifice. Eating the right things 24/7. Doing all the right things. Being a good husband. Being a good father. Sacrifice is a lifestyle. If you want to be the best, you have to sacrifice more than your opponent. So that's what sacrifice means to me.